Hey everybody, welcome back. This is CJ. As you all know, I didn't make it the first time around in my pre-trip test, so I didn't get very far. But I just wanted to go through this really quickly because I thought I don't usually go into details with this stuff, but I thought this stuff is worthwhile, and kind of like to get some feedback on this stuff because I've got the rest of it here as well. But these are just the last two things in our pre-trip. Some of them do it a little differently, but this is the way that they want us to do it here. The last two things on here were the in-cab check, and also the brake check. I'm going to go ahead and use the sheet because it's quicker. I've only got like 10 minutes, and I've already used a minute, so I'm going to try to just fly through this stuff. And the thing is, you have to explain what the things are for as well. So I'm going to start with the in-cab check. Excuse me if I'm looking down and not up here, but maybe I can just hold it up. But anyway, I've got this pretty much memorized, but it takes me a while to key them together, so I'd rather just read them. For the in-cab, once you get inside the cab, the first thing you want to check is your seat belt. You want to make sure the mounting is secure, there's no cuts, breaks, and it operates properly. And the second thing on there is the fire extinguisher. You want to make sure it's the proper size and type. It needs to be a type 10 ABC. It has to be full and have a current inspection tag on it. Next, you have your emergency triangles. You need 3 of them, and they need to be red and reflective, and they need to be operational. Next, you're going to check for spare fuses. If your truck has fuses, make sure you have the right fuses, spares for it. This is kind of obsolete, a lot of it now, because a lot of trucks have circuit breakers instead. Okay, next you want to check is the windshield. Make sure there's no cracks or broken glass, and that it's clean. And you want to check your mirrors, the same thing. You want to make sure they're clean, there's no broken glass on there, and also that they're adjusted properly. The next thing you want to do is you want to start your engine. Depress the clutch, start the engine, wait for the ABS light to go off. That's important, the ABS light. Okay. Next, you want the oil pressure. You want to check your oil pressure gauge. It will come up and reach operating pressure within 3 to 5 seconds. The coolant temperature gauge, it will rise as the engine warms up. This is pretty much like your regular car. Okay. And also the voltmeter. And the voltmeter should be operating between 12 and 14.5 volts. Some vehicles just have a green zone that it rides in. The air gauge, obviously that's for your air tanks, how much air you're holding in your tanks. You want to check your horns, make sure your city horn and your air horn is working properly. Your in-cab indicators, your right and left turn signals, your hazard lights, your four-ways, and also your bright dim switch. Okay, make sure those are all in proper operating condition, not broken, everything's clean, and it's just working properly. Okay, then you want to check your windshield wipers and the washers, make sure proper operation and the blades are in good condition. Okay, the last thing on there, but not least, the heater and defroster. You got to make sure your heater is working in there. So you got to make sure you got to reach your hand in there, make sure you feel the heat coming out, and then also up on your defroster. And that's it for the in-cab. But the rest of it's the brake check. And the first thing you have to do is check your governor cut in, cut out. You're going to release your trailer brakes. And at that point you apply pressure, bleed off the air down to 85 psi. At 85 psi the governor should kick in, and within 45 seconds it should build up to 100 psi. After that you can accelerate or increase your RPMs, and it should increase up to about 125 pounds. At that point the governor should cut out. Okay. The next is the parking brake test. You want to release your trailer brakes, put it in low gear, and slowly pull against the tractor, and it should hold itself. Okay, then your service brakes, you want to release the parking brake, both the trailer and the parking brakes. You pull forward at 5 miles per hour, you apply the brakes, and you check for pulling or delayed stopping, and you check for your ABS. The leakage rate, okay, at that point you turn off the engine and you apply pressure to the pedal, okay, and also make sure both brakes are released. Step on that pedal and hold for 1 minute. You should not lose any more than 4 psi in that 1 minute. At that point you turn the key back to the on position. You continue to press the pedal, and at about 60 psi the alarms and buzzers should go off. Okay, and as you just continue to do that, and at that point it should go, when you hit 40 down to 20 pounds, somewhere in there, sometimes even up to 45 down to officially 40 to 20 pounds, your tractor protection valve and your parking brake should pop. Okay, they should both lock. Okay, and that's it for that part. And then you do a safe, what's called a safe start. You start the vehicle back up, build the pressure back up to 60 psi. At 60 psi, the warning lights and buzzers should go off, and that way you know it's not your voltage or your temperature or oil, warning buzzers. So you're sure that it's the air. Okay, and that is really it. And doggone it, I covered that a lot quicker than I thought I would. But anyway, that's those little things like that are very important. You not only want to know what it is, but how it works, how it's applied. So it's real easy to get nervous and miss something. So just kind of take your time. I've got another shot at it tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I think maybe at some point after I get done with this, I may just go ahead and start at the beginning of this and just take it through the whole pre-trip. I'd like to wait till I get a truck and do that, and just do it maybe in sections. I think some of the guys started doing that, but I don't know if anybody's ever gotten one out in complete form yet. But anyway, I studied till I see it on the back of my eyelids there, and I'm about ready to go with it. So just wish me luck, and thank you guys for all your support, man. I appreciate it. All the great comments, man. There's a group of people here that's really great, very supportive of each other, and you don't see that everywhere on these sites. So I really appreciate you guys. God bless, and I'll see you next time.